welcome you to this NBA. And we talked about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right? The modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Lee out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
To the left wing. Castle against SGA. Pass to Bottoms. Shot clock at 3. Here's Lee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Vassell, no good. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboard right now? Some hard-earned second-chance points.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Lee. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lee. Pass to SGA. Lee outside. From deep three-point land. The Thunder with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beautiful block.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Lee against Lee. Over Lee. Up again. Holmgren on the foul.
And a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tipping.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Pass to Lee. Right side, Fox. Back to Vassell. Over in the corner, Lee. Off target from outside.
And not allowing the shooter in an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 24 points. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, clearly 2025 was a special season for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris winning the league MVP and the adoration of many.
And obviously contributing to what was an historic season for Oklahoma City. They had the top seed overall in the playoffs. He averaged nearly 33 points on a ridiculous 52% shooting. This guy is the model of both consistency and efficiency.
And that's a foul called on Bottom. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outs it down. And they're trailing by 3. David. Bottoms. Here's Williams. Covered by Vassell. Pass to Lee.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lee. Now Castle. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's Bottoms. Still without a basket. Kicks it out to Holmgren. They grabbed their own miss. SGA passes to Holmgren. Holmgren sends the screen for Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Spurs leading by 3. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you. And a wide open look for Lee. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lee's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Carries it from 3-point range.
They dialed in from the jump tonight. The confidence is showing here in the first.
On the wing, Lee, covered by Lee. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. SGA against Castle. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Fox passes to Vassell. Here's Castle. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Now that's a heads-up play by Castle to get that one off in time.
There's the pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that?
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Oklahoma City trailing. There's Bottoms. It's all evened up.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Castle with it. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Back to Fox. There's the 3. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Here's SGA. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Sean Chirani, who's calling in with a good story. Sean, what do you have?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio.
Timeout,
The project hasn't been finalized just yet. Clearly, the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Sean, we appreciate the reporting. And so Mark Dagnall calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Bottoms. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Lee. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's SGA. Hartenstein finds Caruso. Hartenstein with the screen for Caruso. Rebounded by the Spurs. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Johnson can't hit. We're trailing by 3. Inside. Here's Lee. It's rebounded by Bryant. Spurs shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Stolen by Dort. Lee outside. Outside, SGA. Pass to Hartenstein. Lee kicks to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. The rebound by Bryant. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Harper. Fires the 3. At the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Caruso. Still yet to score. He can't hit that time.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And Bryant slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Now Harper. 1:06 left in the first. To the middle. There's Cornett. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. And the Spurs lead by 7. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Castle. He's coming off a 25-point game against Phoenix.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Castle with it. 6 to shoot. Shoots over George. Castle misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Back to Lee. No good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Jalen Williams out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Casey Wallace. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Bottoms in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And looks like that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Oklahoma City trailer. And here is Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Bottoms. The shot goes down and gets his game back to even. Bottoms got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Here's Champagnie. He started by Williams. Harper, no good.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just one on the basket from Holtz. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harper, this is to Johnson. And that's a foul called on Bottoms.
Number 13.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Johnson inside. The Thunder poured in. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And if you look at the box score from their game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Harper wide open, and the 3 off target. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Bryant. That shot is off. Great D that time from Hartenstein. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Bottoms. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Williams. Runs it from downtown. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
There's a reason Jalen Williams has the green light from deep. He is so consistent.
And here is Harper. Fires from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Harper's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Wallace misses. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Johnson, the pass to Bryant. Lee outside. Pass to Champagnie. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Timeout.
And it's a 3-point Spurs lead. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
So it's the Thunder now. It's a 3-point game. Wallace the pass to Williams. And there's the foul. Will go on Lee. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Vassell against Williams. Williams a screen on Lee. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And look at the numbers for Fox. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Now, here's Fox. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Williams. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hartenstein. Offensive struggles continue, missing again to the inside. Deflects the pass and stolen by Williams. There's Bottoms. Castle covering. Williams looking around. There's Bottoms from outside the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Thunder have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, Sharks are in the water.
Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Williams. Pass to Bottoms. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 5. Fox from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's pulled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Now here's Williams. The kick out to Williams. Wallace outside. To end the run. Adams can't get it to go.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Castle misses.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Wallace misses.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
A 3 from Wembanyama drains the 3-pointer. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City.
Timeout.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
For your own City Cruise.
for Jalen Williams. Lee comes in for Jalen Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Cason Wallace. Lee outside. To end the cold streak. That one's good. The San Antonio Leaders cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Bottoms.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Here's Holmgren. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's just a 4-point Spurs lead. Outside, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Here's Lee. Rebound, San Antonio. Vassell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up for Wembanyama on the wall. Wow!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks the lead. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. Guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson,
Mind the lanes.
West,
Mind the lanes.
and the great
One
Oscar
shot.
Robertson.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock is at 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Vassell. Back to Castle. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Lee passes to Fox. It's the 3-pointer to fall. Fox has got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City. That's a 2 from Lee. Rebound, San Antonio. In the corner, Castle with it. Launches a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a full stretch offensively, for sure.
Spurs leading by 15. Up top, Vassell. Defended by Holmgren.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Lee. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
That's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 14. It's good. Fox has got 16.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Here's Lee. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Bottoms. And the last second attempt is not good for him. And so it's San Antonio with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about this shot. Give it up for the participants.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've already shown they're a strong team. You see why they're moving up the ranks.
Hey, that's good play calling, good execution. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Thunder trailing by 19. On the floor for San Antonio. Fox and Castle are their guards. Lee out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at center. Now here's
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Five to shoot. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Lee in the posts, covered by Lee. No good from Lee. Spurs leading by 19. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
And a wide-open look for SGA. Clears it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Back from outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Williams. And 12 points for Junior.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Wembanyama looking it over. There's the triple. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his attitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Guys, back over to you.
Yeah, he's taking over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. 2nd, the Thunder. In 4th, the Spurs.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
SGA passes to Lee. Back to SGA, to the paint, Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Vassell against Williams. Vassell gets the lead. Lock at 6. Here's Wembanyama.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
There's Lee with the 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Now Castle. Out to Lee. Over Lee. Lee gets the bucket. Lee's got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your number 2
Hawks against SGA. Wembanyama, a screen on SGA. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. That one goes. Count it. Fox has got 20 points.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And Lee with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Now, here's Johnson. Nothing on the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket by SGA.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. Four on the clock. Shoots. The kick out to Fox. And it's a foul called on bottom.
Number 13.
That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Foul. Second team foul.
Lee, a screen on Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Castle. A 3 off the mark. Trailing by 13. Here comes Shai. Lee with the steal. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Here's Castle. Wembanyama. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 15.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to SGA. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Spurs leading by 17. Pass to Castle. Johnson outside. Fades away. SGA with the rebound.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Castle misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Williams for 3. Traps in the trade. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
If you let Jalen Williams get to his spots in the catch and shoot, good night, folks.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Williams comes in for Lee. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, Oklahoma City. Big trail by 14. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bottom. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Williams. Keldon Johnson unable to get his last shot to go. Back to Williams. Up Green. Rebounded by the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Shoots it up. Parker, no good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 16-point game. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be just one game away to win from home for them.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, I say Hartenstein.
They're the Spurs with the ball. And Wembanyama is screen on Wallace. Wembanyama down low. Wallace up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Such a treat that we get to watch Wembanyama in action. He's unlike anybody else in the league, or really ever.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9. Pass to Bottom. Looking to get back on track here. And off the glass. That one's good. Bottom's got 8 points.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Now here's Harper. Wembanyama left side. And he drops it in from the low post. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half. They set the screen. Williams with a clean look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Hartenstein. And the shot no good. A bit short. Under trailing by 14. Bottoms the pass to Williams. Williams in the post. Bryant defending. Some solid defense from Bryant. Down low. Now here's Harper. Wembanyama a screen. Johnson goes in. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, one man is going for the jump.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs out in front, up by 16, and will return shortly. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Gort to his side. Alex Caruso out there with Lee, and it's Hartenstein in the center position. the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And ready to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Harper the pass to Cornette. Knocked loose. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Dort wide open. Buries the corner three. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Outside Harper. Pass to Champagny. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we're trailing by 11. And here's SGA. Over in the corner, Caruso. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
These little in-between buckets, you've got to have good touch. Excellent shot selection from Alex Caruso.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lee. Lee with the steal. Johnson against Lee. Johnson kicks to Lee. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Harper, no good. And we're trailing by 12. Pass to Lee. Outside, Dort. Here's Hartenstein. He's covered by Cornette. SGA passes to Lee. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
Inside. Stolen by Dort. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pass to Lee. Here's the three. Lee with another miss.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Harper. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
This is why Harper's teammates and coaches encourage him to fire from that mid-range. They know how lethal he can be.
Lee can't get that one to fall. Spurs leading by 12. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tries yet again, and the jumper falls for him. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And going old school on Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Here's Lee outside. He can't get that one to fall.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Lee gets the bucket.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Enzo Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. Shakes him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Fox gets the lead. Good. A nice assist from Fox. And that's 13 points for Speedy.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
A pass to Fox. Caruso against Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Lee outside. From the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Castle. No good from outside.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
On the wing, Lee, covered by Vassell. Shoots a fader. The Thunder with another miss.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Outside, Fox. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against the Suns, that's one that I'm particularly curious about. Should be a fun matchup with the rosters those teams have.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Bottoms in for Dort. Now, here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Williams for three. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Lee. From past the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Castle finds Vassell. A pass to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Vassell. Not a lot of room. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Shoots. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Wembanyama's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Lee against Lee. Holmgren with a screen on Lee. And the basket is good. And it's now 22 points for Junior. Here's Castle. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 17-6 run. Wembanyama sets a screen for Castle. Wembanyama outside. Here's Vassell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Assisted by
Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Hines checked in for Lee.
Shooting 2.
free throw drops for Lee. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And both free throws good for Lee.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Pass to Bryant. Finished off by Bryant.
And he gets that tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Oklahoma City's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Pass to Bottom. The Thunder with another miss. Spurs leading by 22. Now Castle. Outside Bryant. Outside Fox. And he lays it straight in. Fox has got 22 points.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact
and lead with the stuff.
And he just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. Outside Fox. Back to Castle. Vassell outside. Castle will screen on Williams. For 3, Vassell. The shot will not fall.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Lee. This one for 3. Vassell grabs the board. Vassell's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Here's Lee. Oh, what a use of the baby hook! for San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.